In the realm of our minds, where thoughts dance with the shadows of understanding, we embark on a journey. A journey led not just by curiosity, but by the relentless quest for meaning in the labyrinth of our neural pathways. Like ancient philosophers pondering the mysteries of existence, we turn our gaze inward, to the very core of our being, the brain. At the helm of this expedition stands a figure, not just a scientist but a modern-day philosopher of the mind, Dr. Andrew Huberman. Why do we cling to certain habits, and what power do they hold over us? These questions, ancient yet ever relevant, find resonance in the studies of neuroscience. As we delve into the intricate tapestry of our neural connections, each thread reveals a story, a pattern, an insight into the human condition. Amidst this scientific odyssey, a movement arises, challenging the norms and questioning the status quo, the NoFap movement. A concept as controversial as it is intriguing, it whispers of change, of liberation, of a potential unseen. But beneath the surface of its claims, what truths lie buried? What secrets do the silent synapses of our brains hold? Our quest is not merely to uncover these secrets, but to understand them, to question them, to analyze not just the physicality of our brains, but the essence of our behaviors. In this narrative, we traverse the realms of science and philosophy, seeking answers to questions as old as time, yet as new as the latest discoveries in the depths of our minds. Join us on this journey, a voyage through the neurons and narratives of human behavior, as we explore the fascinating intersection of Dr. Andrew Huberman's research and the philosophical underpinnings of the NoFap movement. It's a path less traveled, where each step is a revelation, each turn a new perspective on the age-old quest to understand ourselves. In the intricate dance of neurons and synapses, there lies a story of habits and addictions, a narrative written in the very fabric of our brains. As we delve deeper into the realm of neuroscience, we find ourselves in a world where every action, every routine, is more than just a mere repetition of tasks. It is a symphony orchestrated by the brain, a melody that resonates with the rhythms of habituation and addiction. At the heart of this neural symphony is the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and change, a process known as neuroplasticity. It is here, in the malleable pathways of the brain, that habits take root. Like trails in a dense forest, these pathways become more defined with each repetition of a behavior, each step along the same route. And so, a habit is born, not out of mere choice, but out of the brain's inherent nature to follow the path of least resistance, to conserve energy and effort. But what fuels these pathways? What drives the brain to seek these patterns repeatedly? The answer lies in the realm of neurotransmitters, those chemical messengers that traverse the synaptic gaps between neurons. Among these, dopamine stands as a key player in the game of addiction and reward. Often dubbed the feel-good neurotransmitter, dopamine floods our brain with a sense of pleasure and satisfaction, reinforcing the behaviors that led to its release. It's a reward system, ancient in its origins, yet so powerfully relevant in the context of modern addictions and habits. However, this story of habit formation and addiction is not one of irreversible fate. The same neuroplasticity that allows habits to form also provides a path to change them. Just as a river can carve new channels through the landscape, so too can our brain forge new neural pathways that lead away from destructive habits and towards healthier, more constructive behaviors. This ability to rewire our brain to reshape our neural networks is a testament to the incredible adaptability and resilience of the human mind. As we journey through this exploration of habit formation and addiction, we are reminded of the dynamic interplay between the brain's structure and its functions. We see that our behaviors are not merely a product of conscious choice, but a complex interplay of neurochemistry, neural pathways, and the ever-evolving landscape of our minds. Of the human brain, the NoFap movement emerges as a subject of profound intrigue and debate. This movement, grounded in the practice of abstaining from pornography and masturbation, makes bold claims about its impact on brain function and mental health. As we venture deeper into the cerebral corridors of neuroscience, we find ourselves questioning: what truths do these claims hold when scrutinized through the lens of scientific inquiry? The proponents of NoFap speak of enhanced mental clarity, improved focus, and a resurgence of vitality, attributing these benefits to a cessation of certain habits. But to analyze these claims, we must first understand the neurological tapestry that governs our behaviors and emotions. Our brain, an organ of astounding complexity, operates on a delicate balance of neurotransmitters, neural circuits, and hormonal interplays. Among these, dopamine, the herald of reward and pleasure, plays a pivotal role. In the pursuit of pleasure, such as that derived from sexual gratification, dopamine cascades through our neural pathways, reinforcing the behaviors that led to its release. The NoFap movement posits that abstaining from these activities leads to a rebalancing of the brain's reward system, a claim that beckons rigorous scientific examination. Does the abstention from these activities alter the brain's dopamine dynamics? And if so, how does this neurochemical shift translate into the psychological and emotional benefits reported by the followers of NoFap? Research in neuroscience suggests that habits, both constructive and destructive, shape our neural architecture. The concept of neuroplasticity implies that our brain is perpetually in a state of change, adapting to our behaviors and experiences. In this light, the practice of abstinence, as advocated by NoFap, can be seen as a catalyst for neural change. Yet, the extent to which these changes occur, and their direct impact on mental health and cognitive function, remains a topic of ongoing research and debate. As we explore the neurological impacts of these abstinence practices, we are confronted with a landscape of both anecdotal testimonies and empirical studies. The scientific community continues to probe the depths of these claims, seeking to unravel the empirical truth behind the experiential reports. While preliminary studies offer intriguing insights, the definitive scientific verdict on the NoFap movement's claims remains elusive, a puzzle still being pieced together in the grand tapestry of neuroscience. In this narrative of inquiry and understanding, we navigate the delicate interplay between personal experience and scientific evidence. The journey through the neuroscience of the NoFap movement is not just about validating or refuting claims, but about deepening our comprehension of the human brain and its remarkable capacity for adaptation and change. In the unfolding narrative of the NoFap movement, we encounter a mosaic of reported benefits, tales of heightened focus, surging energy, and mood stability. From a neuroscientific perspective, these anecdotal tapestries weave a fascinating story, one that beckons a deeper exploration into the realms of psychology and neurobiology. Firstly, let's consider the terrain of focus and energy. The proponents of NoFap often speak of a newfound clarity and vigor following their abstinence. Neuroscience tells us that our cognitive functions, including attention and energy levels, are deeply intertwined with our brain's chemical milieu. The abstention from habitual sexual gratification, as advocated by NoFap, is posited to recalibrate this chemical landscape. Theoretically, this recalibration could affect the neurotransmitter systems, including dopamine and serotonin, which play pivotal roles in regulating mood, focus, and energy. However, the extent to which these changes occur and directly translate into the reported cognitive enhancements remains a subject of scientific inquiry and debate. Shifting our gaze to mood stability, the narrative becomes even more intricate. Mood regulation is a complex symphony orchestrated by various brain regions and neurotransmitter systems. The NoFap community's claims of enhanced mood stability could be rooted in the potential neurochemical shifts resulting from their practices. Yet, in the nuanced world of neuroscience, correlation does not always imply causation. Here, the concept of the placebo effect emerges as a vital consideration. The placebo effect, a phenomenon where belief in the efficacy of a treatment results in perceived improvements, could play a role in the experiences reported by NoFap adherents. Distinguishing between genuine neurological changes and placebo-driven outcomes is a delicate and challenging endeavor. In pursuit of clarity, we turn to empirical studies and expert opinions. The scientific literature on the subject is a burgeoning field, with research gradually unfolding the layers of this complex issue. Some studies suggest potential links between pornography consumption and certain aspects of mental health, while others emphasize the need for more robust, longitudinal research to draw definitive conclusions. The expert opinions in this domain range widely, reflecting the diversity of perspectives in the scientific community. In analyzing the potential benefits of NoFap, we find ourselves navigating a landscape where personal experiences, neuroscientific theories, and empirical research intersect. It is a journey of exploration and discovery, where the quest for understanding takes us through the rich and often ambiguous terrains of the human mind and behavior. As we continue our journey through the nuanced landscape of the NoFap movement, it is imperative to explore the less traversed paths, those marked by potential risks and criticisms. This exploration not only serves as a counterbalance to the claims of benefits, but also underscores the importance of a balanced view in understanding and modifying human behavior. In the realm of potential psychological and physiological risks, the narrative becomes complex and multifaceted. Psychologically, the strict adherence to the NoFap regimen may lead to heightened stress or anxiety for some individuals, particularly if failure to comply with the self-imposed standards leads to feelings of guilt or shame. This psychological burden, for some, may counteract any benefits initially sought. Physiologically, while the movement suggests benefits from abstaining from sexual activity, it is essential to consider the natural biological processes and needs of the human body. Sexual expression is a fundamental aspect of human health and well-being, and its complete suppression could potentially lead to adverse effects, both physically and emotionally. Criticism from the scientific community provides another layer of insight into the NoFap discourse. Many experts in psychology, neurology, and sexual health emphasize the lack of robust scientific evidence supporting the claims made by the NoFap movement. They caution against the oversimplification of complex neuroscientific and psychological processes and warn against the potential dangers of propagating unverified claims. The criticism often centers around the need for more comprehensive and methodologically sound research to understand the true impact of such practices on mental and physical health. In navigating these criticisms and potential risks, the importance of a balanced view in behavior modification becomes starkly apparent. Human behavior and psychological well-being are intricate tapestries woven from diverse threads: biological, environmental, social, and emotional. Any attempt to modify behavior, especially one that involves significant lifestyle changes, should be approached with a holistic understanding of these various factors. A balanced view appreciates the potential benefits while remaining critically aware of the risks and limitations of the evidence at hand. In conclusion, the journey through the risks and criticisms of the NoFap movement reminds us of the complexity of human nature and the need for a nuanced approach in the pursuit of personal development and behavior change. It underscores the value of critical thinking and evidence-based practice in navigating the ever-evolving landscape of human behavior. In the quest to understand the NoFap movement, it becomes crucial to position it within the broader spectrum of behavioral interventions. This comparative analysis not only sheds light on NoFap's unique position, but also allows us to gauge its efficacy against other established habit-changing methodologies. Let us first draw parallels and contrasts with other approaches aimed at habit modification. Techniques like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, mindfulness-based practices, and motivational interviewing have long been staples in the realm of behavioral change. These methodologies are grounded in extensive research and have been widely recognized for their effectiveness in addressing a range of issues, from addiction to mental health disorders. Unlike NoFap, which primarily focuses on abstinence and self-restraint, these approaches often involve structured therapeutic interventions, emphasizing understanding and modifying thought patterns, developing coping strategies, and fostering self-awareness. When examining success rates, methodologies, and scientific backing, the landscape becomes diverse. NoFap, largely grassroots and community-driven, offers anecdotal success stories and personal testimonies. However, its scientific underpinning is not as robust when compared to methodologies like CBT, which boasts a wealth of empirical evidence supporting its efficacy. Mindfulness practices, too, have been increasingly backed by research indicating their positive impact on mental health and cognitive function. The scientific community often regards these evidence-based practices as more reliable and consistent in their effectiveness. Expert recommendations for effective behavior change typically emphasize approaches that are holistic, personalized, and grounded in scientific evidence. They advocate for interventions that consider the individual's unique psychological makeup, environmental factors, and the specific nature of the habit or issue at hand. This tailored approach stands in contrast to the one-size-fits-all solution that NoFap might appear to offer. Experts often caution against overly rigid or restrictive strategies, which may not be sustainable or beneficial for everyone. In summary, while NoFap presents an intriguing and potentially beneficial approach for some individuals, its methodologies and success rates differ significantly from other more established habit-changing interventions. The importance of scientific backing and expert guidance in the field of behavior modification cannot be overstated. This comparative analysis underscores the need for a discerning and individualized approach to personal development and habit change. As we peer into the future of neuroscience and its role in understanding and modifying behavior, we find ourselves at the precipice of a new era of discovery and application. The field of neuroscience, ever evolving and expanding, holds the promise of unraveling the deeper mysteries of the human mind and its complex interplay with behavior. Emerging research in neuroscience is pushing the boundaries of what we know about the brain and its capacity for change. Innovations in brain imaging technologies, such as fMRI and PET scans, are allowing scientists to observe the brain in action and understand the neural underpinnings of habits and behaviors like never before. Studies in neuroplasticity continue to reveal the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize and adapt, offering hope for new methods of behavior modification and mental health treatment. The future also points toward the integration of neuroscience with other disciplines such as psychology, genetics, and even artificial intelligence to create more holistic and effective approaches to behavior change. The exploration of genetic factors in behavior, the use of AI to personalize treatment plans, and the development of neurofeedback techniques are just a few of the exciting directions that the field is taking. In the realm of personal development, neuroscience stands as a crucial pillar. Understanding the brain's mechanisms opens up new possibilities for enhancing cognitive functions, managing emotions, and breaking free from destructive habits. This knowledge empowers individuals to make informed decisions about their behaviors and lifestyles, leading to improved well-being and personal growth. As we reflect on the intersection of science, habit, and personal growth, it becomes clear that neuroscience is not just a field of study, it is a key to unlocking our potential as human beings. The future of neuroscience promises not only deeper insight into our biological workings, but also a roadmap for personal transformation and growth. It beckons us to a world where we understand ourselves better, where the mysteries of the mind are unraveled, and where we harness this knowledge to lead richer, more fulfilling lives. In conclusion, as we stand at the confluence of neuroscience, behavior, and personal development, we are reminded of the endless possibilities that lie ahead. The journey of understanding ourselves and enhancing our lives through neuroscience is an exciting and ever-evolving one, filled with potential, discovery, and the promise of a deeper understanding of the very essence of what it means to be human.